What up, it's me, A to Z, and we're back with more Pokemon Black. Last time, we traversed through Twist Mountain, twisting and turning our way across, talked about the seasonal differences about this game and how Twist Mountain plays a huge part in that, and then we made it to Icirrus City. But we did run into Team Plasma very briefly right at the exit of Twist Mountain. But yeah, main thing is we made it to Icirrus City, and here we are in the Pokemon Center. Two things I want to note here before we take care of what we have planned for this episode. First, this woman right here. Everybody has different reasons for their trips, and the same can be said for gift giving. I give you this to commemorate this encounter with you. We get TM31 Brick Break. Now, TM31 Brick Break is a pretty decent fighting type move. It does somewhat decent damage. Oh, she actually used to be a battle girl, go figure. I couldn't tell. But yeah, Brick Break is a pretty decent move. It'll actually break through Reflect and Light Screen, and it'll do pretty decent damage. Now, about this TM. Before, I tried putting Hammer Arm on Kevin, I would always give my M-Board Brick Break. I would always think that that was the best fighting type move I could give him, because Arm Thrust just sucked. And Brick Break, just in general, did the damage of 5 Arm Thrusts. It's a little bit ridiculous. Like, the best you can get is Brick Break unless you use Heart Scales, and even then, if you do use Heart Scales, the best you can get is Hammer Arm, which really not that bad if you think about it. Anyway, second thing, here, we have the TM department. So this TM department has access to some very, very good TMs. Blizzard, Thunder, Fire Blast. Excellent moves. They do a ton of damage. Not super accurate, but still, they do a ton of damage. Very expensive. 70,000. So, I'm not going to buy them now, because I personally don't think any of my Pokemon need to learn them. But once I save up enough money, because they're 70,000, I only have $90,000. So, I can't afford any of those TMs. Anyway, so, the agenda for today. We're in Icirrus City. There's a gym. We're not going there. We are instead actually going to be checking out a certain area. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? For the very first time, I'm going to show you guys the town map. Here it is, right here on the bottom screen. So, I'm instead going to be going to a very different place. We're actually going to be flying back home and checking out these routes to the west. That's what we're going to be doing in this episode, because there are Pokemon you can catch via surfing, and these are water routes, so I think it's preferable that we go over them right now. So, let's fly back home, Will. It's been a while since we've been home. Should we visit our mom? No, she's fine. She doesn't need to hear from us. Anyway, here we are, back on Route 1. Man, the good old days. Remember the simple days of when we just had little baby Kevin, and all we could do was catch pat rats and little pups and all that jazz. Anyway, so now we can surf out here to the west. And ladies and gentlemen, gorgeous surfing music. This is probably my favorite surfing theme in the entire series. I love it. It sounds so nice. Anyway, so here we are now in the second part of Route 1. Let's get Kevin out front. Let's have Kevin do a little bit of fighting over here. And we'll fight some Pokemon Rangers. So now the Pokemon here are much higher level, and they're actually evolved. So I guess I'm going to have a completely different sidebar showing the Pokemon you can catch here in the dark grass. But yeah, what's it? Route 1 here is pretty much the bridge now to these western routes. And there's quite a bit of stuff that you can do here. I think it's good for extra training if you really think that you're not prepared to, fight the next gym leader? Calm mind, whatever. That's fine. Kevin is going to use his newly learned Rock Slide and one-hit kill. Right, Kevin? Right, Kevin? Attaboy! There we go. Alright, Kevin will get some experience. But yeah, I think this is going to be some great leveling up for the team here. Just right before the gym, because these Pokemon are all within their 30s, so this is going to be excellent training in my opinion. And Kevin is just so much of a force that he's one-hit killing everything as it is. Alright, will he level up? Yes, level 42. Alright. And that'll take care of you. I lost, but during the battle we were connected, right? I mean, here's the thing. I looked in your eyes, you looked in my eyes, we might have had like a half of a second spark, and then I kind of realized, nah. But thanks! You kind of revived that spark. Maybe I will call you back. Anyway, alright. I know there's another trainer here with an item right over here. Is it worth it? Maybe I should try and lure you over and go behind you. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. And then, oh, no. Hold on. Let's just grab this, which is a pearl, which is a free selling item. And then, get this big mushroom. I don't remember what mushrooms do in this game. I don't believe they do anything. Sneak past behind you. Da-da-da. Alright. And now we got a gate here. Somebody's about to get fired. Someone's not doing their job. There's nothing of interest beyond here, and the electric bulletin board has gone pitch black. Kind of refreshing, isn't it? I guess, if you think about it. Wasting money is bad, but wasting time is even worse, because there are some things that can only be done now. Living in the moment. I kind of agree with that. It's just, if you have an opportunity that's right in front of you, and you waste it, oh, beautiful music! But yeah, if you have an opportunity right in front of you, and you waste it, it's just kind of, you got yourself to blame for it. If something's right in front of you, you gotta take advantage of it. Anyway, so now, here we are. In Route 17. No, I think, yeah, it's Route 17, and then we'll be heading on to Route 18. But yeah, these are water routes. Well, this is a water route that leads to an island, which is Route 18. Anyway, so for new Pokemon that you can catch, I'm going to finally be going over the Pokemon that you can catch while surfing. So the first Pokemon I'll go over might as well just be this one. It's Basculin. Basculin is a fast, hard-hitting water type. Now, Basculin has a very interesting gimmick behind it. As you could tell, and as you might have seen before, because we've fought Basculins before, there are two forms of Basculin that are available to you. There's Red Stripe Basculin and Blue Stripe Basculin. Red Stripe Basculins are more common in Pokemon Black, and Blue Stripe Basculins are more common in Pokemon White. Really, the only major difference between these two forms is just the ability they can have. Red Stripe ones can have Reckless, Blue Stripe ones can have Rockhead. Other than that, it really is just a cosmetic difference, and because their base stat totals and their move moves are exactly the same. Now, Basculin's claim to fame is one of its abilities is Adaptability. Adaptability gives you a 2 times multiplier for its stab attacks instead of the standard 1.5 times multiplier. Couple this with a Choice Band and you can see Basculin do a lot of damage. However, Basculin is quite frail, so don't expect it to last very long. Basculin's alright, but just to be honest, it's not really going to be winning any awards. I think it's okay, but it's just not great. Oh, Repel wears off right there. Ooh, TMO6 Toxic, that's a good move. Alright, let me go ahead and slap up another Repel. Where are you, my Repels? Let me move them up right now, just so they're more accessible. There we go. And let's switch our team around. Let's get Kevin back, Carmine go out front, because these are all going to be Water-type trainers, and Carmine is going to excel here. Anyway, next new Pokemon we can run into, which I guess I can bring up once we fight this girl over here. I learned all the good points of my Alomomola by swimming with Pokemon. I will show off its strength. I guess that's not the Pokemon I was expecting to run into, but I guess I'll just go over it now since we're fighting it. Alomomola. Alomomola is pretty rare, all things considered. I think you have to catch it. You do have to run into it in swirling spots of water, which is just the water equivalent of shaking grass. Anyway, Alomomola, the cleric fish. Alomomola is the textbook definition of a bulky water type. Its HP is gargantuan, easily in the top 10. And this makes it one of the best users of... Oh, did it just use Soak on me? Yeah, it did. Soak is a weird move. It turns you into a water type, which I don't know why it would do that. But anyway, with its huge HP, this makes it one of the best users of the move Witch. It can also have the ability Regenerator, further enhancing its survivability. However, with that massive HP, its other defensive stats are bizarrely lackluster. It's got base 45 special defense. Yeah, doesn't make sense, but we roll with it. Anyway... And also, with its lackluster attack stats, do not expect this thing to be doing any serious damage at all. Like, really, the only damage you're going to be doing is via status moves like Toxic. But, you know, I guess it's not terrible anyway. Also, I do want to mention something very, very important. Note Alomomola's similarity in terms of looks to Love-Disc. For a long time, like when Alomomola was first revealed, for a long time, people thought that Alomomola was the evolved form of Love-Disc, and I kind of don't blame them. The similarities are pretty striking. You know, but to be fair, I would expect it, because Love-Disc would have evolved from a completely garbage Pokemon to a somewhat mediocre tank. Oh. Sorry. Jeez. God, that was the first time I've actually coughed during a recording. I just want to apologize about that in advance. But yeah, Alomomola really isn't that great in game, but it's good at taking hits, and it's far superior to Love-Disc. Just want to say that. Then again, it's not that much of a, you know, not that much of a bar, because Love-Disc is kind of a piece of crap. But you guys are aware of this by now. Anyway, while I fight these trainers and while I go through the rest of Route 18, I will talk about the last Pokemon that you can run into while swimming. Frillish. Frillish is another uniquely typed Pokemon. It's Water and Ghost type, which serves as an excellent defensive typing overall, as Water types have minimal weaknesses, and its Ghost type actually gives it some useful immunities. When Frillish evolves into Jellicent, it really carves out its niche as a bulky water. It's got high HP and very high defensive stats that will guarantee that it can survive at least one hit. It has access to an excellent support move pool as well, including moves like Taunt, Toxic, Will-O-Wisp. It can even Recover, which just enhances its survivability. And speaking of survivability, Water Absorb is easily its best ability, as it can serve as an excellent switch-in option, but Cursed Body isn't that bad of an option either. It pretty much just works like the move Disable. Jellicent isn't horrible at attacking either. It can use moves like Scald, Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and Energy Ball effectively. Honestly, Jellicent, if trained properly, it can be really, really good. Like, don't take it for granted. I think it's a pretty decent Pokemon overall. So if you didn't pick Oshawott, I think it's a pretty good option for your water type. Anyway, in this house is something that I do want to mention. This guy right over here. Hey, check it out. I got a sweet deal for you. You know how Pokemon like to hide behind stones or rocks, yeah? Sometimes they hide cool stuff too. If you find something cool behind a rock, you should okay, no, never mind. Yeah, I think it's you. I think it's you who I want to talk to. Pokemon Trainer, sparkle in your eyes. I feel kindness toward Pokemon. I have decided I will entrust the egg I found in Relic Castle to you. Would you like to receive this Pokemon egg? No thanks. Now, I would go over this egg, but I'm gonna wait till later. I'm just gonna tell you this, do not bother. Don't take the egg. Do not. It's kind of useless, this egg. And I'll explain why later. Okay, let me switch my Pokemon around. Let's put Kevin back out front. Alright, and I know there's gonna be some stuff. Okay, we do have... Oh, okay, hang on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to teach, where's Strength? Where is Strength? I'm going to teach Strength to someone. It's probably gonna be Tony. So, oh, I hate to do this. I hate to do this, Tony. You dig? Not anymore. We have Bulldoze, and wasting 2 turns is kind of pointless now. So let's just have Strength on him. I think Strength will be a pretty good move. Alright, Tony. Push those blocks. Flex those muscles. Alright, so there are going to be... Let me get my Dazzle Machine out and see if there's anything I can pick up over here. Max Elixir, that's good. I don't remember if there's any good TMs here to pick up. Nah, probably not. Actually, no. I'm remembering one TM that you can pick up. There we go. Alright. Now I think we gotta push this block over here. Now, I know there's gonna be a trainer over here, and we're gonna have to fight you. I think that's a good item over there, if I recall. Did you come here by looking at the town map too? Maps are good, they tell you a lot of things. Funny enough, actually, I looked at the town map. I was just gonna come here without showing the town map, but I figured that'd be unfair. I figured I should just show off, you know, the map finally for the first time. Also, he's got a Whimsicott. Ooh! Whimsicott's a lightweight. Kevin, give it a hug. Oh, right, because Whimsicott's fast, but it shouldn't do that much damage. There we go. Kevin, give it a hug. Give it a hug. That's gonna be the joke now for Heat Crash. Kevin, give it a gigantic, overweight, flaming hug. Show him your love. I want something that's like a map. It tells me how to fight instead of where to go. Alright, this item should be a Dragon Scale. Ooh. That's an evolution item, which kind of not useful because we don't have Pokemon that can effectively use it. Anyway, alright. I'll wait until we get up to that grass over here to put up a Repel. Let's do it now. Okay, put up a Repel, because there actually is something down there that is very useful to us. If you walk down here, you would not think to come here and find this. HM05 Waterfall. Completely off the beaten path. You would not expect it to be here. Waterfall keeps its functionality. You can scale waterfalls with it. And that is going to be necessary for some stuff in the post-game. Alright, that's for later on. So, should we? Yeah, we might as well fight you. It's too late now. We've already gone to your eyesight. You've already gone to your way of sight. I talk English good. On a small rise of land, you and I face each other. Alright, I believe this is our first encounter with a veteran. Now, the thing with veterans is they actually changed their sprites. Veterans used to look really, really old. Like, they were old, like, old men with all that crazy hair and all that. Not even crazy hair, just gray hair. They were old. But now veterans are just slightly older, you know, individuals. Like, maybe in their 40s. Which, I don't know. I kind of find it weird. Anyway, he's gonna send out Darmanitan. Tony or Pauly? Tony, Pauly. Tony, Pauly. Tony, Pauly. Tony. I should be training a Pauly right now because he is far behind compared to everybody else. Everybody else is level 40, but Pauly's level 38. And then some of them are level 41. I know, well, Tony's about to hit level 41 right now. Also, we kind of don't need Dig when we got Bulldoze, which will do just enough. There you go. Alright, Tony's gonna hit level 41 after this Moxie boost. What's his last Pokemon? I don't remember, because depending on what it is, I might just keep Tony out. If it's Zebstrika. No, it's Simisage. Kevin, this is you, buddy. Get out here. Who else level 41? Jonathan's level 41. Okay. I could send out Will, but I do want to get Kevin up, a little bit more. Kevin I've kind of been neglecting lately. He's our team leader. He's got to be our strongest Pokemon, right? All right, Kevin. Show him your love. Give him a hard nuts. Ooh, Grass Knot. That's going to do, yeah, quite a bit because Kevin is pretty heavy. Grass Knot does more damage the heavier the opponent is. Speaking of the heavier you, speaking of weight, good job, Kevin. Level 43. All right, that'll take care of that. Kevin wants to learn Flamethrower. Nah. I know, I'm probably gonna regret this, but it's fine. Kevin's more of a physical attacker. On a small rise of land, I lost and was left speechless. On a small rise of land, I got philosophical! Alright, sorry about that. I just apparently ran into a random Alomomola. Anyway, so, now through here, we're gonna end up back in Route 17. And let me actually switch around my Pokemon really quick. Because there is something at the end of all this that is worth it. And it all depends on picking the right current. I didn't even mention the currents this whole time. So there are currents. And you have to pick the right current and it will automatically take you. I think this is the right current. No. That was the wrong current. It's this one. Okay. Yes, this was the right one. Right? This was the right one? Please tell me this was the right one? Yes, perfect. Because taking this current will lead you to the P2 laboratory. An abandoned area. Apparently there was research going on here. I will come back here later and actually discuss an event Pokemon that's linked to this area, but while we're here, let's pick up this dubious disc. Which we can't do anything with at all because the Pokemon that needs it is not catchable. Okay, there is a trainer around here. If I can finagle my way past you! Gonna skip you. Whatever. Alright, that'll take care of that. Carmine had a very easy time. We actually got really lucky and got a paralysis on him. Anyway, over here is TM24 Thunderbolt. A very, very good move. And I'm thinking it's such a good enough move that I'm going to want to teach it to somebody. Carmine, this is your reward for doing such a great job in that last battle. We're going to get rid of Charge Beam, obviously, because Thunderbolt is just a better move overall. Alright, there we go. Carmine knows how to Thunderbolt. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show off those routes and talk about those new Pokemon that you could catch. So we're pretty much done. Let's fly back to Icirrus City. Well, onwards to space! And we're back. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this episode. A bit of a short one, but I think it's fair. We did a lot of exploring. We went over to those routes on the side, got HM05 Waterfall, went over those new Pokemon, and we got TM24 Thunderbolt for Carmine. Anyway, next time, now for real, we're gonna head into the gym. And we're gonna get our 7th badge in the next episode. But until then, we're gonna cut it here. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with more Pokemon Black.